At this institution, the taxes, as will better appear in the corollary, were abated about one half, which made the order, when it came to be tasted, to be of good relish with the people in the very beginning, though the advantages then were nowise comparable unto the consequences of to be hereafter shown. Nevertheless, my lord Epimonus, who with much ado had been held till now, found the midsummer moon, and broke out of Bedlam in this mood. My lord Archon, I have a singing in my head like that of a cartwheel. My brains are upon a rotation, and some are so merry that a man cannot speak his griefs. But if your high-shod prerogative, and those same slouching fellows your tribunes, do not take my lord Strategus's and my lord Orator's heads, and jowl them together under the canopy, then let me be ridiculous unto all posterity. For here is a commonwealth, to which, if a man should take that of the pretenses, in their ancient administration of justice at Shrovetide, it were an aristocracy. You have set the very rabble with truncheons in their hands, and the gentry of this nation like cocks with scarlet gills, and the golden combs of their salaries to boot, lest they should not be thrown at. Not a night can I sleep for some horrid apparition or other, one while these myrmidons are measuring silks by their quarter-staves, another stuffing their greasy pouches with my lord high treasurer's Jacobuses. For they are above 1,000 in arms to 300, which their gowns, being pulled over their ears, are but in their doublets and hose. But what do I speak of 1,000? There be 2,000 in every tribe, that is 100,000 in the whole nation, but only to the posture of an army, but in a civil capacity sufficient to give us what laws they please. Now everybody knows that the lower sort of people regard nothing but money, and you say it is the duty of the legislator to presume all men to be wicked. Wherefore they must fall upon the richer, if they are an army, or lest their minds should misgive them in such a villainy. You have given them encouragement that they have a nearer way, seeing it may be done every whit as well by the overbalancing power which they have in elections. There is a fair which is annually kept in the center of these territories at Kiberton, a town famous for ale, and frequented by good fellows, where there is a solemnity of the piper and fiddlers of this nation. I know not whether Lacedaemon, where the Senate kept account of the stops of the flutes and the fiddle strings of the commonwealth, had any such custom, called the bull running, and he that catcheth and holdeth the bull is the annual and supreme magistrate of that comitia or congregation called King Piper, without whose license it is not lawful for any of those citizens to enjoy the liberty of his calling, nor is he otherwise legitimately qualified or civitate donatus to lead apes or bears in any preambulation of the same. Mine host of the Bear in Kimberton, the father of ale and patron of good football and cudgel players, hath any time since I can remember been Grand Chancellor of this order. Now, say I, seeing great things arise from small beginnings, what should hinder the people, prone to their own advantage and loving memory, from having intelligence conveyed unto them by this same King Piper and his Chancellor, with his loyal subjects and minstrels and bear-words, masters of ceremonies, unto which there is great recourse in their respective perambulations, and which they will commission and instruct with directions unto all the tribes, willing and commanding them that as they wish their own goods, they choose none other into the next primum mobile, but of the ablest cudgel and football players, which done, as soon as said, your primum mobile consisting of no other stuff, must of necessity be drawn forth into your nebulones and your gallimaufries, and so the silken purses of your senate and prerogative being made of sows' ears, most of them blacksmiths, they will strike while the iron is hot, and beat your estates into hobnails, mine host of the bear being strategos of the king piper lord orator. Well, my lords, it might have been otherwise expressed, but as is well enough a conscience, a conscience. In your way, the wit of man shall not prevent this or the like inconvenience, but is this, for I have conferred with artists, be a mathematical demonstration. I could kneel to you that, ere it be too late, we might return unto some kind of sobriety. If we empty our purses with these pomps, salaries, coaches, laqueys, and pages, what can the people say less than that we have dressed a senate and a prerogative to nothing but to go unto the park with the ladies?